right, episode 37 of the 580 show. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What do you guys got today? I started what I had you guys don't want to talk about. So what do you guys got?
We can't talk about looking spry like a spring chicken, baby. Look at that beautiful face. His eyeballs are barely open.
I always look so spry, dude.
Yeah.
Whether it's 8:30 in the morning or 8:30 at night, I'm always looking like a spring chicken.
I'm just happy I don't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym this week. That's what I'm happy about.
Yeah,
that was brutal.
No AC, baby.
Yeah, it was hot, man. I literally took a picture the last day I was there. I was like, I wonder what the temperature is. It was 85 degrees in the gym at 8 in the morning. It was hot.
Everyone at 580 listening, that complains about the 72-degree climate controlled temperature down there. Shut up.
I got back last night and walked in the gym. I mean, I'll be honest too. I was in South Carolina for our listeners. I was at Garden City. It was just south of Myrtle. The temperature when I got back yesterday on Saturday, it was like Saturday afternoon. It seriously felt exactly the same as it did down there. So like it was every bit as hot here as it was there.
Yeah, it was hot as hell this weekend.
It was pretty steamy.
But it was nice to be able to walk into an air-conditioned gym. Whereas down there was not one. But
well,
it's all good.
In strength sport news, I think we canceled the USAPL. Since
they heard us bashing them, baby.
We bashed them and they got banned from IPF competition. So
I mean, you can think it's a coincidence, but I don't.
It is kind of bullcrap, like why they got banned allegedly because they drug test too much. But
the USAPL is very stern on being a drug-free sport. Like that's their mantra. But then the IPF apparently doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of a conflict of interest. And like whenever they were talking about slowing their drug testing down, the USAPL said, if you do this, we're going to back off. Like we're not going to back off our testing. We're going to back off from the IPF. So I wouldn't be surprised if the USAPL becomes its own affiliate.
Yeah.
What's the big deal about that?
I think it's actually cool though to have like a strict drug tested federation.
So what's the big deal if you compete?
The USAPL, apparently the change with the IPF, the USAPL wants to they want to drug test at every meet. It doesn't matter if it's local, it doesn't matter if it's regional, it doesn't matter if it's national. They think that the top competitors of X% should be tested. The IPF doesn't want them testing local shows at all.
See, I'm actually with the USAPL on that one.
Yeah, if you're going to be drug free, right?
Yeah.
And like I get
Well, I'm just saying so many people lie. Like many people just lie about being drug tested.
Right.
So
and like they're taking like the top performers because apparently if you take like let's say there's 15 lifters and you take 14th, but you're on drugs, like the drugs clearly ain't doing anything. You know what I mean? So like they're not going to waste their time drug testing those.
You're not going to drug test a 220 dude with 1,000-pound total.
Yeah, like, it's just not worth it because it is very expensive. But it's like the IPF is just like, okay, we don't need to test that much. And the USAPL is like, wait a minute, our mission statement is to guarantee drug-free lifting. Obviously, I'm sure there are people that have gotten away with it, but they're making that their effort, and the IPF is just kind of like, no, we don't want to do that anymore. So it's conflict of interest, really.
Yeah. Other shows too, Shaw Classics this weekend. I don't know if you guys have seen anything from it. They had some bad technical difficulties, as only strongman and powerlifting can, that the live stream crashed and didn't work all weekend. So that was not so good, but I'm sure every competitor said it's been an awesome ran show. I'm sure it's huge. I saw some of the implements they're doing. So I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be a big show. Did you guys watch World's Strongest Man on TV yet? Like all 5 groups?
Dude, to be honest, I forgot even that's like
because it's stupid, but
it further proves our point.
Yeah,
dumb. My God, it's almost September. Tom Stoltman's been World's Strongest Man 2021 since when? July or June?
June,
and it's still running on TV. I don't care about it anymore.
You just Group 5 of qualifying just aired.
Yeah, qualifying's done now.
So I just watched all 5 groups. I will say their production quality is crazy. It's really good. It's made for TV. Like they do it up right. Yep. But yeah, it's just too long and dragged out. It's awesome though.
A lot of people said that's why the Olympics viewer ratings are down too, because people could follow along live to what people were doing and how they were placing, and then they watch it on TV after, and no one's like, I don't need to watch this anymore.
Wait,
I already know what happened.
Wait, Olympics weren't live?
Not all of them, because the time difference, they pre-record it so they can play it at a normal time in the US.
Right. I didn't know that. I'm not an Olympics. Like I don't watch the Olympics at all. It
so
just doesn't interest me.
A lot of people were like, I don't need to watch this. I already know what happened.
Like the Olympic shot put final, was it here? It was like 11 o'clock at night. It was like 11 p.m., but there it was 10 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So I was watching it in bed. And then whenever the production came out, I was like, I don't care about it. I already know who won. Right. So.
Yeah. There's something to that. I mean, if I bet you the Super Bowl would have way worse ratings if it wasn't live.
Sure.
It's just natural.
Yep.
Battle at the Bridge, there's only 3 spots left for early bird. So if you're hearing this, go to Iron Podium and get signed up for Battle at the Bridge. It's gonna sell out for sure. But if you want to save yourself $15, go ahead, get signed up. If anyone has any questions about the show, let me know.
Don't wait.
I think one event's changing. Not changing, just the description's going to change. The wheelbarrow, I think, is going to be 100 feet. I think it's going to be down. I think it's going to be down and back.
Sick.
Are they going to have to turn it around or just like carry it backwards?
No, it'll be a push and a pull.
Ooh. So I was going to ask if you're going to make somebody go around the
Masters Nationals last year. They did. Yeah. You push it down and then you drag it back. So it'll be a little bit longer. I think that the 50 feet is not gonna have enough room for separation. Like doing it that small of a track, I want to be able, like competitors, be able to separate themselves from the pack.
That's fair. The times will be pretty.
Anthony and I were doing 50 feet carries yesterday, and every single time it was like within like 0.2 seconds of each other.
Yeah,
because it's 50 feet.
That's fair. And like that kind of time difference is not enough where there could be like operator error for the person timing it.
Right. It's just like
it could be close enough that could screw someone over.
Right.
Yeah, that's why you at least you might have a turn, or like you at least kind of have to strategize. Like not a turn with the wheelbarrow, like the turn of the person so that they regrip it, take it the other way.
Right. Yeah. It just leaves that room for separation, which is
sure.
Yeah, and I like Riley said, like I've been to shows and I've helped at shows where it's like you think in the back of your head, you're like, this person can really get screwed by one small distraction. Like when a weight's really light or when it's really heavy and they're only going a certain amount of distance and you're literally like eyeballing a distance basically, and it's just human error. So I want to try to eliminate as much of that as possible. So
that's smart.
Yeah. We'll start announcing opportunities for sponsorships here and hopefully the next couple weeks for the show. So if you're interested in sponsoring it, we'll have 3 tiers available. So yeah. Also in 580 news, Derek Morgan won his shoot. So that was cool. Congrats to Derek.
Congrats, Derek.
He's on the up and up.
Yeah, one is, I forget how he words it. He's just really good at shooting guns, basically.
Yeah. CIA is going to hire him here soon.
He said he got first place in tactical, and in overall with 40 shooters, he was number 3. And that's
he's getting pretty good.
Yeah, that's like competitive shooting.
He likes it, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Did you guys ever see that like strongman competitive shooting kind of thing?
No.
Like people would wear like guns and like tactical vests and stuff and do like yoke runs and like some kind of like carries and they shoot shit after. I feel like he'd be pretty good for that.
I never saw that.
Looking at you, Derek Morgan.
It actually looks pretty fun.
Load your ruck up and carry that yoke. Sick.
I did finally pick up a chest supported row, like a lying 45. So that'll be down at the gym today. have that all set up and everything. That's a piece I've wanted for a long time. And it was on back order. Finally got it. So yeah,
It'll get used.
I'm excited. Yeah,
For sure.
I like having as many back machines as possible. Other than that, I don't really have anything. What do you guys got today?
Yeah, I have a question. I have a statement. Remember, we talk about cookie cutters sometimes, but yesterday 2 little kids asked me what cookie cutter meant, and they're from Texas. So, cookie cutter is spreading. Yep, cookie cutter is spreading.
What'd you tell them?
I told them the truth.
What's the truth?
You're cut different. You're not the same
No,
cut.
that's the opposite.
Right.
Yeah.
A cookie cutter means you're cut like everybody
Exact
else.
same-
You're
yeah,
the
the exact same
exact
as
same as
everybody else.
everybody.
Yeah, and if you're not a cookie cutter, you're not
No
like everybody
cookie
else.
cutters.
You're cut different.
Right. Built different, dog. Built
Like
different.
if you live in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
I don't live in a cul-de-sac though.
You kind of do.
Enough of this white picket fence cul-de-sac bullshit.
Oh, shit. So I had something come up. I'll do the rant first. All right. So I don't know what it was this week, but it was like on Instagram as I was scrolling with my fat happy self on the beach. People post these videos of carrying and lifting people, right? Like you'll see like somebody pick a person up and like squat with a person on their back. And I'm just like, can we please stop acting like that's impressive?
I agree.
Like it's not impressive. Like if you're if you're 100 pounds and you put me on your back, yeah, that's probably impressive. I'm like 325, 330 range. Like, yeah, if you did that kind of squat, that's impressive. But like, I'm seeing people like my size or maybe Dante's size, like heavyweight people picking up freaking 150-pound people doing squats and carries with. I'm sorry. Like, I get that it's relatable. Like we talked about that before, where like they make the objects the world's strongest man relatable to people so that it's understandable. But like, dude, that's not impressive. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Like, it's not. But people,
heavy.
yeah, I can
like,
say it's not that. I should say I know I haven't put as much thought as you have. Clearly,
yeah, like
into
it really ate at me, dude. Like I'm like, this is so stupid. Can we please stop acting like this is impressive?
Yeah,
it's
no,
not.
I have stuff like that gets to me.
Yeah, like if I pick up Dante, like yeah, Dante's 280, but I'm 300 some pounds. Like that's not impressive. I don't care what maybe if you're a freaking elementary school kid, but like these are grown adults doing this. I'm like, this ain't impressive.
Yeah.
Or like Larry Wheels had somebody hang on the edge of a barbell and he benches them. And it's 100-pound girls. I'm like, bro,
you're basically
Larry
benching
Wheels,
225.
Yeah, Larry Wheels benches 600 pounds.
Right.
Like,
yeah, he's been benching like 225 in each hand.
Yeah, he could bench 225 for 77 reps. Like, I don't care about him benching 200-pound girls.
That's nuts.
I have another topic too to bring up. I don't know why I just thought about this, but just going off the human thing. But what did you guys think of the milk crate challenge this week? The crate challenge.
Oh my god!
I honestly didn't watch a lot of it. I only saw one or two of them.
It took over. Yeah. Dude. People are getting crushed. Someone died.
They
had the first confirmed death from the milk crate challenge.
I can totally got a mystery event of the show.
Apparently, it's a secret ritual that the government's making people do.
If I get the milk crates, will you do it?
If you can make that a secret event at the show, you have to like carry a sandbag up it or something.
Dude, like,
will you do it, Riley?
Just me?
No,
it's not like
don't do it.
What do I get?
If you complete it on your first try, I'll give you $100.
Will you pay for my hospital bills if I don't?
No.
That's what your benefits for.
See, no. All right.
You could.
What do you get from it? A freaking broken back, dude. Don't do that.
But you get a free hospital stay.
Brother, you're 9 weeks out. Under 9 weeks yesterday out from Ohio's Strongest Goal. All four of us are.
So
all 4 of us. Yeah, but we care about you more. It's your show.
Okay. Can't wait to see Ryback compete.
Thoughts, Rye?
Gotta start training for it. I'm ready.
Gotta start training for it.
Yeah,
what you
like
been doing every day?
The actual
He means
programming, the specific programming for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what the hell you been doing?
Yeah, I mean,
for the
yes,
past
I've
8
been
months?
training, but
Sheesh.
There's over 100 athletes officially for that show.
It's gonna be huge, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. Also, they released oh, you know what I meant to tell you guys before the show, Riley and Dante.
what?
It the wheelbarrow for nationals, they
Oh God.
it is 70 by the handles and 50 now. They just posted it today, this morning.
That's what we thought from the get-go.
Yeah. So they flipped it, then flipped it back. So it's 70 at the handles and 50 on the front pins.
I mean, it doesn't it changes it obviously, but it's not as
it
much
doesn't
as you
change it
think.
a lot.
Yeah. It's still like pretty close, but
So we're just confusing Dante more. So
yeah.
Bro,
Look at him. Look at his face. You can see it.
I've never been so confused in my life than I have with this damn wheelbarrow.
it's
What is that?
Dante needs somebody to load the weight for him. Like,
What
don't
is
make
that?
him do
No.
that.
The amount of times I heard Dante say, "What is this week?" was disturbing. Yes, it was disturbing.
So
Bro, you have
we put like 145 on it. Like, so what's this?
Bro, you have 12 guys in your class for gold.
11 dead bodies.
Look at you, right back.
Love it. I love it.
Let's go, baby.
Dante, did you get a chance to look at the updated roster for nationals?
I did. They didn't really separate anything though.
I have 17 in my class now, so that's awesome. Growing.
I just see like a giant list of every single athlete.
It says their class to the left. That's what those 3 letters are.
Oh, okay.
Those lightweights must have been listening to the 580 show.
I know. Dude,
Josh
if we can
says
get
he
over
signed
30,
up.
if we can get over 30 lightweights, that would be awesome. I think you can, but we'll see. Do you know how many people they cap it at?
Nationals?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think they would cap nationals?
I
Yes.
think they do. Doesn't it say under Iron Podium?
It's
not
not
on
on
Sponsor-
Iron Podium.
It's not Iron Podium.
No, I know USS is capped at 400.
Yeah.
You think old strongman core will get that much?
I have no idea.
Do you know how it was last year by any chance?
I don't know.
Do you know anything?
You're the one asking questions, so you don't know it either.
I
And it's
don't.
Strongman Corp. Say Corp.
Core.
It's CORP Corporation.
Yeah, but I say core. I say COR.
Well, that's
not being
wrong.
a cookie cutter.
Yeah.
No cookie cutting. I mean,
See,
you're
Josh,
wrong, but
you're wasting more energy saying that corp.
I don't think it's like it's
you're
not like
burning
the
more
Marine-
calories.
It's not like
Well,
the
you
You're not
better
gonna-
core.
you better start using that saved energy on log press and sandbag tosses, buddy.
Hey, my sandbags are going better.
They have.
Log is getting back where it was, but still not where I want it to be.
do you really say core?
He says core. Everyone says core. I don't understand why they say core. That's my pet.
I think
peeve
it's like
right there.
because I think it's like Marine people say Marine Corps,
But it's the Marine Corps.
Yeah,
but
it's Strongman Corporation.
Strongman Corps.
Strongman Corps, Marine Corps.
No.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's how I work, baby.
Whatever.
Is that Dante's stroke of the week?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
No, his stroke
New
was
segment.
not. His stroke was not being able to comprehend a wheelbarrow. all damn week.
I think it's been like a whole month.
Yeah, it's been longer than a week.
Oh no, this week it flared up.
Wait.
It flared up bad.
That's what he sounds like. Whenever it happens, it's like, what?
Oh man.
You guys just aren't smart enough to comprehend me.
I
Sorry.
don't speak stroke. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's concussionese.
So something else that came up this week. This one's good for our younger listeners. Pretty prevalent whenever it comes to not being discouraged from tracking progress is that a 1 rep max in whatever the event is, whether it's powerlifting, bench press, squat, deadlift, if you're an Olympic lifter, clean, snatch, etc. A 1 rep max is not the only indicator of progress, right? So like that's something to keep in mind too, because you can get so stressed out whenever it comes time to max out. And like, if you miss that lift, it's very, very frustrating. You walk away defeated, right? And you feel like you put in all this time and effort for weeks and months at a time, and it didn't pay off. But like, some things that you can remember is like, if you're moving the same weight with better technique, right? You're moving it faster. Even if you hit the same reps at the same weight, but your technique is more sound, you're moving it faster. Like, all of these things are indications that you're doing better than when you started. So like, don't get so hung up on your 1 rep max on every event, right? Keep those things in mind so that you can have different progress trackers. Like, another thing is, if your body weight's down, but you're still hitting the same weight, that's a good indicator that you're making progress, right? You're not hitting the same weight, don't put your thumbs up. I've seen you hit more on log.
For everything else, though.
Yeah. But I mean, you guys can talk about that too, elaborate a little bit, but like, that's something that came up, and I was like, I think that's really important for people that are a little bit newer to strength sports in general to keep in mind. Like, just because you're not hitting a new 1 rep max every month, like, maybe you hit 1 more rep at the same weight. You did it with better technique. Those are things that you can keep in mind.
Yeah. Well, like, one thing I'll say is, it's very easy to hit when you start in strength sports. It's very easy to hit a new 1 rep max the first 6 months to a year. When you're going, like, you're going to be able to PR a lot more, and it slows down. And I mean, that's either, I don't have much to add, but there's like Frawley said, there's a bazillion ways to judge improvement, and it's not just your 1 rep max.
Right.
Like, if you just hit a 5 rep max PR with your old 2 rep max, you got stronger. Like,
it's great progress.
If you're doing sandbag runs and you took time off your, like,
yeah,
there's just a bazillion ways to judge it, and it's doesn't always mean just your 1 rep max.
Right.
So I think,
right. Yeah.
I think another thing too for my young lifters, it just sparked something that came up this week. Is I'm on this new wave where all my young guys are asking me what supplements they should take, and I tell them all to just eat better. And like, it's not like a flashy answer, but like, you don't
know what they want to hear.
You don't need, no, you don't, because so Riley can probably speak for this, but on TikTok right now, like, Ronnie Coleman videos are going nuts. Like, it's like a new trend is like Ronnie Coleman videos. So they all see it, and they see all these supplements and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so it's literally been, I've probably had 10 young kids ask me like what supplements they should take. And I've told them all to eat better. If they come to me, they've asked me about creatine, and I've said like, yeah, you can take creatine. Like, it'll help. You're like 15, 16 now. Like, that's fine. You have to make sure you drink enough water. It's not going to do anything negative, and it's cheap. Like, that's my thing. I'm not going to recommend something to them that's super expensive, and
right.
There's stuff that I'm sure can help them a little bit, but dude, they're 15. Like, if
they eat a steak, they grow basically at that age.
Right.
So I had one of my more experienced, I say more experienced, like, been with me for almost 3 years now. I had him, Aaron Miller. So he won the Pig Iron Classic for teens. So I said, Aaron, write me down. I want you for this whole week, every single meal you eat, I want you to write it down, timestamp it, and then we're going to go over it in a week.
Yep.
You don't realize, like, if I ate like that, I wouldn't be able to move anymore.
Yeah.
It really is crazy. I don't know when it happened, but when like everything caught up to me where I just can't eat anything I want anymore without feeling like shit. Like,
no joke.
He had a meal. Oh, I wish I took a picture of it. It was like macaroni and cheese, watermelon, cookies, like a glass. It was just it was the most bizarre meal. Fruit snacks, all in one meal. And I'm like, dude, if you honestly though, like, if you're an athlete and you want to be like good, you want to be better than good, if you would just eat decent, you don't have to measure out your macros. You don't have to do any of that. If you would just eat decent, it would set you apart from everyone else around you.
For sure.
By a bazillion.
That sounds like a meal you'd give a toddler.
Dude, his
like the mac and cheese and fruit and stuff.
Yeah, he would have days where so his first meal would be at like 12:30 in the afternoon. And it would be dino nuggets and like
respect it.
Just like a thing of fruit snacks. And then his next meal is at like 4:00, and it's his last meal of the day. And it's like a sleeve of cookies and a protein shake. And that was what he ate that day.
Yeah.
I'm like, no wonder, like, you know.
No, I'm not blaming his parents or anything, but I know a lot of situations kids' parents don't really give them opportunities to eat like that. Do you think that's
Sure.
a big issue?
Opposite in this family. The Millers are they
yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to blame his
yeah,
parents.
no.
Right.
But I'm saying in this specific example, I'm like, dude, you have the best family ever. Like his grandpa's a farmer, just brought me down stuff from his farm. They give me deer meat every year. Like they've got that stuff, but it's just
Right.
not as convenient. And you can get away with it more when you're young. You just eat a little bit better. All the young kids out there.
Sub your
listening.
McDonald's and Wendy's for 2 chicken breasts.
Yeah.
And eat it with like potatoes or like rice.
It'll go a long way.
Yeah, for sure. I will say though, shout out for the Dino Nugs. Dino Nugs are better than every nug.
Oh yeah.
Big time. Hey, I'm just being real here.
Heck yeah. Well, we have anything else this week?
Don't think so.
I
got my rain
everyone.
off my chest. Quit lifting freaking people.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I appreciate everyone listening. Go to our Instagram, 580 Barbell. Like us on Facebook, 580 Barbell. Like, share, subscribe to the podcast. And go sign up for Battle at the Bridge. If you have any questions, let us know. And we appreciate you guys listening.
Peace
Love
out,
you
man.
guys.
Thanks.
Later.